I look so bronzed. What's up guys, so it's Vlogmas day 15. In today's video I'm excited because I'm gonna be trying new makeup hacks. So I'm addicted to TikTok. Like I spend so many hours of my day on that app, and it's just crazy because I never thought that would be a thing. When I first was using it, I was like, I don't get this app, and I didn't really care to get it. But now that I get it, I spend so much of my time on that app. And while scrolling, I came across this guy's TikTok who just gives makeup tips. And so the first video I saw, he was giving a concealer hack, and I was like, huh, okay, I'm gonna try that. And then hours later, I'm scrolling again and I see another makeup hack video from him. So I go to his page, and this page is filled with nothing but makeup hacks. And so I was like, you know what? He pretty much has a hack for like your whole entire face. So I'm gonna do a full face using his hacks to see if there's a difference and see if I like it. So yeah, that's what we're doing in today's video. I'm excited. By the way, yes, I took down Vlogmas day 13. Girl, it's gone. It's not being re-uploaded again. I think I really messed myself up in YouTube's algorithm low-key, because when I posted that video, I mean, I liked it, but there was 3 parts in the video that I could have lived without. And one of them just kept bothering me. Like I went to sleep thinking about it. It was in my dream, which I know sounds creepy, but I'm being so serious. And when I woke up, I was like, you need to edit that part out and then repost it. And so when I reposted it though, I thought, oh, like, you know, I gotta repost it super early in the day. That way I still have time to post my video later, Vlogmas day 14. And so I tried to post at 6:40 in the morning. And the views were so bad. Like it was just like, baby, this is a dead video. It's canceled, it's done with. So yeah, there's that. It's not coming back because I'm not gonna upload it for a 3rd time. It's not reasonable. So yeah, there's that. But hopefully I'm gonna try to post this video at 12, because it seemed like my videos perform better when I post around that time. But it's so weird though, because yesterday's video, my how to be a YouTuber video, which I really loved the response to that video. It's interesting because my views are not performing well in comparison to like what I guess what it's supposed to be, but like I'm gaining a lot of subscribers from that video. So YouTube is weird, man. I'm just happy that it's helpful. Typically speaking, like I'll get in my head if a video is underperforming, so I'll think, okay, do they not like that content, or is YouTube not pushing it? Because YouTube on their end, they'll like their app will be glitching on some other shit. You just can only see it on YouTube Studio. So I'm like, okay, like I don't know which one it is. But with this video, I was like, you know what? I don't even care how it performs. Like I'm pretty sure it's gonna be one of those videos that picks up. I'm just so happy that people are finding it helpful, and I know it's helping people. So I'm like, fuck the views. Like it's doing what it needs to do. I'm really happy with the response from yesterday's video. Like I'm happy that you guys found it informative and you understood it, and that it's gonna help you guys. I want to teach more little things. I'm just not sure what I want to do next. I think maybe going into next year, I'll like plan out a dedicated series towards that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause there's just so much to learn. There's so much to do. But until then, I'm gonna do these makeup hacks with TikTok. So let's go to the primer video. Like he literally has a video for everything besides lips.
I'm about to say something so controversial. Makeup primer is a waste of your money. There are very few primers that I genuinely believe in, and those are basically supercharged moisturizers. That's it. I've only worked on very few people who genuinely need a primer. As long as you're doing skin prep before your makeup, you don't need primer. If you're using a moisturizer, a serum, an oil, an SPF, you really don't need primer. It's unnecessary and you're wasting your money for nothing.
Okay, so I don't need primer. I just have to do skin prep before. All right, so I already got that in front of me. So I'm gonna tone my skin using this Origins Zero Oil Pore Purifying Toner. I've had this for a while. I should probably get a new one. I don't know, it's part of me that doesn't believe, you know how like products will have like the expiration date? Oh, this lasts 2 years. But there's a part of me that kind of doesn't believe that. Like there's some products, I guess based on the ingredients in it, that like, you're like, all right, this is expired, you know? Or it even smells different. But there have been a lot of products that claim to have expired in 12 months and I'm still using it 3 years later and I'm perfectly fine. Not encourage you guys to like do that. I just think that with expiration dates, sometimes I feel like they're meant to like make you feel like you have to buy a new product to spend more money. I should be working perfectly fine, but I could be wrong. If you're like a skincare nut and you're like, what are no. Once the product expires, throw this shit away, then it's like, let me know, but I'm probably not gonna do it. Especially if I spend money on it and I'm not done with it, and it's still working fine, so breaking me out, I'm gonna use it till it's done, period. But that's just me, so we don't have to do that. Okay, I've also been using this Murad Vita C Eyes as an eye cream. So I'm just gonna put that in my eyes. For serum, use this First Day Beauty Serum that I just started to use. They're currently sponsoring me, and so I'm committing to using this for like the next month. So, gotta use that for today's serum. I'm only using this during the daytime. I'm still using my L'Oreal one at night. No one's replacing her as of yet. But I got a comment under, honestly, I don't remember what video that was, but she was spitting facts. Because I've always thought I had super sensitive skin, because I mean, I grew up having really sensitive skin. I have eczema. Like, I couldn't use scented lotions. You know how miserable that was? When everyone was using the really good, smell good Victoria's Secret lotions, and I put them on and it would immediately break out. Even the Bath and Body Works ones, like I couldn't wear any of them, or just any scented lotions in general. And so I'm like, I just got sensitive skin, man. There's been times when my skin has been so sensitive that like I would literally get an entire face rash just from the wind. And I would have to carry around A&D cream in high school. Like, I just thought, okay, yeah, your skin is super sensitive. So I've just been saying that. And my esthetician has told me that too, like, okay, you have fairly sensitive skin. But someone made a good point, because they were just like, I don't know, because you be trying a lot of new products, so your skin can't be that sensitive. And I'm just like, maybe they're right. Or maybe the products I'm using, they just don't have harsh ingredients. I don't know. But her comment was super valid. Like, she was just like, you know, it's obviously hard to trust influencers or YouTubers who are using new products, promoting new products, because it's like, I have sensitive skin, there's no way you can have sensitive skin, and you're trying these new products. I was like, you make a good point. I'm not mad at that statement. So yeah, I don't know, ever since she said that, I've been thinking like, is my skin as sensitive as I think it is? Like, maybe not, which I'm not mad at. I'm still not gonna go crazy though, because I'm still like paranoid. I feel like because I grew up most of my life having sensitive skin, that it's just ingrained in my head, but that was a good point. Anyways, for moisturizer, I'm using Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. You guys, her products are the truth, bro. Like, I feel like I've had this cream before. I've got a sample of it. I know if I had the jar, I would have finished it. But last night, I filmed like a sponsored video for them, and it was my first time using their foundation and just pretty much all their products for makeup look. And their products are so, I can curse. Oh yeah, this is not sponsored. Their products are so fucking good. Like, their foundation, I'm using this today, and you guys will see, like, it's the truth. It's literally the truth. And make sure you are tuned into my Instagram, because if you like Charlotte Tilbury, they gave me a code. I mean, I can't say the code just yet, the sponsorship isn't live, but just stay tuned for that, because they gave me a code for you guys to use for like 48 hours. And I totally recommend buying this foundation, because like, I have been this impressed by her foundation since Rare Beauty, actually, which is like a few months back. So you guys will see that when I do my foundation. So in his tip, he said no primer. There's another video where it's not labeled as primer, but it's about like prepping the skin for makeup. And I'm pretty sure he said to let this, the moisturizer and everything. Oh, he said oil too. Where's the oil? I'm gonna put on my oil while I watch this next tip.
I'm gonna teach you how to prep your skin for makeup like a pro. First and foremost, you wanna start with clean skin. I'd recommend chemical exfoliating once or twice a week, and then ditching the primer. Instead of primer, what I want you to do is use a form of hyaluronic acid serum or some sort of hydrating serum, and then follow that with a moisturizer. If you're dry, use an oil over the top as well. This is what I personally do for my clients. If you're wearing makeup during the day, do not forget your SPF. Let that sit in for about 15 minutes and then put your makeup on top. Trust me, it'll change everything.
Wait, I need SPF too? Where's my SPF? You guys, I can't find any SPF. And I know I have some, but I don't know where it's at. So, yeah, I guess I ain't doing SPF. I know I have SPF though. Like, I had it recently because they told me for my scar, whenever I leave the house, I gotta put SPF on it. So, I don't know where it's at, but I'm gonna sit here for 15 minutes, let everything soak in, and then we'll start on. Alright guys, so it's been 15 minutes, and so now I'm gonna start the complexion. I like to start with concealer, so I'm gonna watch his concealer hack. The first one I saw, which seemed pretty cool, because the wrong way in which to do concealer is pretty much what I've been doing, so.
Do you do your concealer like this and you find it's dragging your face down? Let me show you how to help with that. The reason I'm not a fan of the triangle shape under the eye is because it emphasizes the lowest point of the cheek way too much, in my opinion. So I'm going to show you my preferred method, and also the benefit of this one is that it lifts the face. This is a shape I want you to try. The The reason I take it onto the side of the nose is that it gives the nose a natural contour. So I'm going to blend this out and show you the difference. So as you can see, there is a clear difference. This eye is much more lifted and the highlight isn't on the main focal point of the cheek. Whereas this one here, while yes, everything's covered and everything, the highlight is right here. There is a lot of product sitting right on the cheek as opposed to under the eye and lifting the face. Try this out and let me know how you go.
Wait, I gotta go look back. I forgot how it looks already. Let me read the video. So, pretty much just put on the side of the nose. And then some right here. This is so different from what I do. All right. Okay, now he has another hack in regards to concealer that I feel like Jackie has been preaching about this forever, but we're just gonna insert it.
Attention makeup lovers, this one's for you. Do you find that you don't get the most coverage out of your concealer? Let me help you. For this trick, what you're going to need is a hydrating concealer. It can't be anything matte because they dry too fast. So you'd put your concealer under your eyes as you usually would. Like so. For this one, I use the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer. Instead of blending it straight away, you're gonna wait about 5 minutes for it to dry. Then, with a damp beauty sponge, you're gonna blend it out. Okay, so it's all blended out. This side here was blended out within 30 seconds. This side, I waited 5 minutes. As you can see, both the same amount of product, but this one here has so much more coverage than this side. Try it out, tell me what you think.
I'm gonna wait 5 minutes. By the way, the concealer I'm using is the Charlotte Tilbury one, the Magic Away. This is the shade 6. I love this stuff. I've actually bought it twice. All right, guys, it's been 5 minutes. Now I'm gonna blend this out. Okay, we let concealer sit. I actually haven't done this too many times, so like I didn't know this. It makes it hard to blend out, but I mean, that's common sense. But it definitely makes it more full coverage, that's for sure. And I kind of like this method because although like I'm used to, I mean, you guys watch my videos, I'm used to putting a lot of concealer underneath my eyes. Although like this is way less product, you can see it still like has enough coverage. So it's like not only would this method like help lift your eyes, but you use less product, meaning your products will last longer. So that's pretty cool. All right, we are concealed. Okay, so now what's next?
Does your foundation not have enough coverage? Let me show you how to fix that. For the purpose of this demo, I'm using a shade that's lighter than my skin so you can really see the difference. So what you're gonna need for this is your foundation and any translucent or transparent powder. Keep in mind with a translucent powder, it is going to add a bit more of a color to it. Also do keep in mind that this will change the texture of the foundation slightly. So what you're gonna do is take a pump of your foundation, then roughly put about half the amount of powder. Mix it together on the back of your hand or in a palette and then apply. Okay, so that is the foundation by itself. As you can see, this is quite a sheer foundation. In comparison to the foundation powder mix, as you can see, that has so much more coverage. Also, this is a great way to make a concealer out of just your foundation. Try this out and let me know how you go.
So I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury foundation and I have the exact powder he was holding, so I'm gonna just use that. It will just be messy. Apply a little bit of it to the foundation. You said mix it with the back on the back of your hand. And this is supposed to help make it fuller coverage. I'm assuming it might make it a little matte too. You guys see how nice this foundation blends to my skin? Like, come on. I kind of like what the powder did to it. Look, I used very little, but like I just used this foundation last night and I could see the slight difference. So now that my foundation is applied, I definitely see the difference in the concealer. I don't know if you guys can, but like it's way brighter. I'm so not used to this. Like I want to bring my concealer down so bad, but I really want to see the finished result. Because apparently the way I've been putting my concealer, it like drags my face down. So I'm gonna just keep going. Okay, let's see, what is the next tip? There's a tip about baking, here we go.
Let's talk about baking and why I don't recommend it. What is baking, you might ask? Baking is where you put a thick layer of powder underneath your eye or wherever you want that highlights your face. It is a drag makeup technique that they use to hold on their heavy makeup throughout the whole night of performances. It's also something that's done so their makeup can be visible in club lighting and from anywhere, hence the term painted for the back row. So I'm going to show you, I'm using my favorite under eye powder, which is the Hourglass Veil powder. On this side, I'm putting it on with a brush. On this side, I'm going to bake. So on a damp beauty sponge, I'm patting in the powder, and already this starts to happen. So this is typically left on for about 5 minutes or longer, and then wiped off with a brush. So I'm going to wipe it off after 5 minutes and then come back and show you. Okay, so you might be thinking, that side looks a lot smoother. This is studio lighting. Let me go outside in natural lighting where it's no lies. Okay, so now that I'm outside, you can see the patchiness. It clings to dry spots, you can really see the powder build up, and it creates a lot of texture. So stick to a brush with the powder, and that's all you need.
Okay, that works for me because I did this last night because I want to use this Charlotte Tilbury brush when I was filming my sponsorship, and this brush goes crazy, so I just use my Chanel powder and set like that with just a brush. This is looking so just like natural, like, but glam still. Like, it's looking good. Okay. Oh snap! He said, okay, wait, no, I'm not too late. I forgot his setting spray. Ah!
Do you find that your setting spray doesn't actually do anything for your makeup? I'm going to teach you a quick 3-layer hack to help with that. So the first thing you want to do after prepping your skin is go in with your first layer of setting spray. Yeah, before your foundation. After the setting spray is dried, you want to go in with your foundation, your concealers, your creams, anything like that. Then you're going to spray another layer before you powder it. Then after you finish your makeup, you've done all your powders, your bronzers, your eyes, everything like that, you're going to go in with your final layer of setting spray. And this will keep your makeup on for hours, if not the whole day.
So I forgot the first layer, but I did the second, and then we'll do the last layer after everything's on. I need my blow dryer. Doing this with the hand is not fun. So he doesn't have any hacks about setting your entire face. However, because I put the powder in the foundation, I feel like I don't have to use much powder to set. So I'm gonna go in with a very thin layer of this powder from Charlotte Tilbury. I know it seems like I'm using a lot of their products, but that's because I used a lot of these like last night and like my makeup was hidden, so they're gonna be a part of my daily routine now. So I'm gonna just take that and just lightly go over it, but not too much though, because there's, like I said, there's already powder in the foundation, which kind of like help mattify it a little bit. So I feel like you only need very little, just to get rid of like the little shine that was left. It still looks like skin. It's giving. Okay, what's next? Oh, he has blush and bronzer hacks. Okay.
So did you know that there's a difference between bronzing and contouring? If you didn't, I'm here to tell you. So first and foremost, both bronzer and contour go in completely different spots on the face. Bronzers are more warm toned, so they're usually orange or red based, and they help warm up the skin and give you that sun-kissed look. Whereas contours are meant to look like shadows, therefore they're a lot more cool toned. That means they're also placed in different parts of the face. Contouring helps to diminish and sculpt, while bronzing helps to warm up and tan.
I'll be using bronzer for both contour and bronzer. Okay, wait, here's another bronzer hack, so I'm gonna just put them together. Let's see.
Do you struggle with your bronzer placement? Let me teach you how to put it on. So I think the biggest misconception with bronzer is that you put it where you contour. That's actually not true. What I find is the best places to bronze are where you'd highlight. And that is because the sun naturally hits the high points of your face, so that's how you're gonna get the best effect out of your bronzer. And when applying bronzer, you wanna use a brush that's really fluffy. The reason for this is smaller, more compact brushes are gonna give you a really defined line. You want it smoked out and just really natural. So you're gonna hit the top of the cheekbones and the temple. You're gonna go across the top of your forehead. A personal favorite place to put it is right on top of the nose, touching these little parts here of your cheeks. So as you can see, this is given the most natural bronzed appearance. What it's done is emulated where the sun would actually hit your face and make you look more tan or bronzed. Try this out and let me know how you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna contour first using Hoola Bronze by Benefit. I know it's called bronzer, but like it's cool toned on me, so it works as a contour shape. And he said in the right here to create that shadow. Okay, cool. You can see how it defined my cheekbones. Okay. Now for bronzer, and I just wipe this brush and this towel, keep in my lap while I do my makeup. Just the products don't mix. I'm gonna be using this Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, and I've been using this. Maybe that's how he found me. Because I was really shocked when he reached out, like, oh, cool. But it's just like, it happened like 3 weeks after I bought a whole bunch of their products at Sephora. Wait, this is the new one. Use the one I've already been using. Okay, so we said where you would highlight. Around your forehead. Make that thing look smaller. There's product right there, that's why it doesn't want to blend right there. I have edge control. Ignore it. And then on the nose, which I love this, you guys know me. And he said make sure it gets into these parts so it looks really sun-kissed. Okay, next we have blush.
Do you hate putting on blush because you just feel like it doesn't suit you? Let me put you onto something. So I personally believe that the 80s style makeup is the best makeup of all time. And one of the most iconic staple parts of the 80s was the blush. So let me show you how to do that. Now when putting on blush, the looser the brush, the better. So you want a brush that's really, really soft and really splays out. A technique I've seen that I really don't like, and I'm personally not a fan of, is people telling you to smile, putting it here, and then putting it down. What happens is your cheek drops, and it's gonna just drop and make you look saggy. You want the best blush application? Try this. What you're gonna do is go into your temple, upwards, and then out towards your nose. You're not gonna go past your eye. Tiny little bit on the forehead, just underneath your bronzer, and then right across your nose. Obviously, I've used colors that are really intense, so you can see it on camera, but try this out and let me know what you think.
I'm gonna use my favorite blush palette by Manny MUA, and let's take the shade Twilight. And so, he said your temples and brush inwards, but don't go past your eye. Hope I did that right. It's a little bit under your forehead, under your bronzer. Okay, now some on your nose. I look so bronzed. It's weird because the more color I add, the more like my under eye gets brighter. I wonder if I could just go under it with a brush and just like fuse it with everything that's already there. Maybe I didn't like thoroughly blend that powder out. That looks better. I want to just blend it with the other powders that have been placed around it. Okay, what's next? Okay, we have 2 more hacks. And then I'll do my brows and everything off camera. So next is how to make your like eyes pop more.
Do you want to learn a way how to really open up and brighten your eyes? Let me show you. So I'm sure we've all seen inner corner highlights done like this. There is a different way that I prefer to do it. I'm going to show you how, and best of all, it works on most eye shade. So what you're going to do with any highlight or shimmering eyeshadow is with your eye open, just hit directly on your tear duct, like that. And it's going to create a much more concentrated appearance. And then here's where it gets fun. With a small brush like this, or even smaller, you're going to take the highlight right to almost the pupil. Then if you want to intensify that even more with a light cream eyeliner, you're going to go right into your waterline. So as you can see, there is a crazy difference and it's very intense right now. But obviously if you chose the correct shade of highlight for your skin tone, and then also paired with eyeshadow, even if you don't want to do eyeshadow, just the correct shade of highlight, it will make a big difference. Try it out.
Okay, so this is a little different because I have my little flappy folds. But let's just do it anyways. Right enough. So place it going into that. Is this bright enough? Ah, I got it in my eye. I feel like I should. Oh my god, you just broke on me. I'm gonna try a slightly lighter one. So keep it open. I'm putting some of it on my flaps, just for the same effect. Then you said bring it almost to the pupil. I feel like I need to use a slightly lighter one to make it a little brighter. Let's see if this one's lighter. Yeah, it's a little better. Yeah, it's a little better. You can see the actual effects now. Eyes definitely look brighter. Now let's do the white liner on the other side. I'm so not used to this. But I'm pretty sure it'll make sense once I put mascara on. But before mascara, we're gonna do his last hack, which is the liner, which is what inspired me to make this video. Because when I saw his liner hack and I realized it was for hooded eyes and I've never seen this before, I was like, I gotta try this out and do a video, so.
You have to stop doing your eyeliner like this. Okay, I'm kidding. But now that I have your attention, this one's for people with hooded eyes. Time for me to introduce you to the Batwing liner. If you have hooded eyes, you know eyeliner like this does not sit on your eye shape. So here's how to fix that. With your favorite liner, you're gonna draw a line up, starting how you would any wing. I've gone out further on this eye so you can see the difference better. After you do this, you're gonna fill in your lash line. After you've done that, you're gonna take a line and draw it where your crease would be and stop there. So it should look something like that. And straight on, you can see where the crease is, the line just continues.
Let me pause it, get my liner. Okay, so you said, draw a line like how you would do any liner. He said draw it out, and then he said fill in this part.
Here's how to fix that. With your favorite liner, you're gonna draw a line up, starting how you would any wing. I've gone out further on this eye so you can see the difference better. After you do this, you're gonna fill in your lash line. After you've done that, you're gonna take a line and draw it. Now what you're gonna do is just go down. Now you're gonna fill that in and just watch what happens. And this is what it should look like. This is why it has the name Batwing, because it does look like a batwing. And this is a blessing in disguise for people with hooded eyes, because front on, if you look straight ahead, the wing looks completely normal. But then, you know, it works for a hooded eye. Try it out, let me know how you go.
Down like that, and then fill it in. Oh, I see what he meant by that. Okay, so that's why he called it Batwing. From the side, it looks like that. When you look straight, it's like lifted. Ah, okay. Okay, let me do the other eye. Okay, let's see. I probably did it very dramatic too, but it's okay. So he said, draw that. Did I do these different? Kind of. I always do this one different.
And this is what it should look like. This is why it has the name Batwing, because it does look like a batwing. And this is a blessing in disguise for people with hooded eyes, because front on, if you look straight ahead, the wing looks completely normal. But then, you know, it works for a hooded eye. Try it out, let me know how you go.
Wow. Okay, I definitely think I need more practice on this because I've never done it before. I mean, it kind of looks like a wing, but like, I wish I knew this trick back when I was freelancing, especially working at Mac, because there was at least like 2 times, maybe 3, where I was working on someone with extremely hooded lids, and although I have hooded lids too, I did not know how to make eyeliner work on like extremely hooded lids. I did not know how to do it. So that's a cool hack. All right, let me do my brows and lips and put on some lashes, and then we'll have a face. All right guys, I did my brows, my lashes, and my lips, and now my 3rd layer, technically 2nd layer of setting spray because I forgot the first one. All right guys, so this is the finished look. I know it looks super similar to what I typically do, but I can see the difference, mainly in the eye area. Well, that's kind of where most of the focus is. Like with the liner, it's way more dramatic than what I'm used to, but I definitely feel like it looks a little more lifted than my eyeliner typically looks. And with the eye brightness, I definitely notice the difference in that. And with the concealer, like I'm so used to bringing my concealer all the way down here, but I feel like my face just overall looks more lifted, which is only place the concealer where you said to place it. So overall, I like how this came out. I didn't bring my bronzer all the way down here like I typically do. I kept it up here like he said. I didn't bring my blush all the way down here like I typically do. I kept it up here. And I feel like my face just looks very lifted. Like I still look very bronzed and blushy, but it's not too intense. It just, I feel like this looks very like supermodel-ish. So I really enjoyed those hacks or tips, tricks, whatever you want to call them. this is really fun. So if you guys want to see more content like this, let me know down below. And if you like how my makeup came out, give this video a thumbs up, comment down a heart, leave some positive feedback, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.